Hi, this is Tom Sedlak, General Manager of 33rd Company Property Management. Welcome to today's 33rd Company blog topic, which is looking for residential property management services. Picking a property management company is probably the most important decision that you can make. Even more important than picking tenants, because obviously that's why you're picking the management company, is to select good quality tenants. 33rd Company is probably one of the finest property management companies nationwide, and we're going to talk a little bit today about picking a management company and some of the questions you should ask. Probably the very first question that you should bring up with any prospective management company is who signs the lease. That's one of the most fundamental decisions that you should look into when you're finding a management company, is who's going to be required to sign that lease. At our company, we actually sign the lease on behalf of the owner. Why is that important? Because it limits your liability and your risk. When your name is on the lease, you could also be named as a party in a lawsuit, and that's not so good. When you're an independent landlord and you're turning the keys over to a management company, the last thing you want to do is get a service and summons in your mailbox for a lawsuit, whether it's for security deposit disposition or whether it's for an actual liability issue or even a HUD complaint. You don't want to be a named party in a lawsuit. So that's probably the very first question you should ask. A lot of times when independent landlords lease their homes through realtors, the realtor is really doing nothing more than simply facilitating the transaction. They're not even essentially capable of screening tenants because they have no experience in management. So they don't know where to set the guidelines for screening, where to set the income thresholds and the criminal thresholds and whatnot. And of course your name is going to be on that lease, so you're taking full liability and responsibility for whatever happens during that tenancy. So signing the lease is certainly the most important first question to ask any prospective management company. Another question that's very important are the certifications of your management company. We already talked a little bit about realtors that have dabbled in property management but really don't have any significant experience to leverage off of. When you interview a management company, it's really important to find out what their certifications are. Are they members of any national associations with regard to property management? The National Association of Property Managers comes to mind, NARPM. Also IREM, the Institute of Real Estate Management. That is another very prolific nationwide organization that your management company should be a part of, and in fact should be certified by that association. Leasing and placing a tenant is not management. Leasing and placing a tenant is simply the first step towards a successful tenancy, and pulling the weeds out at the root and making sure you've got good, solid, responsible tenants is so important. Communication, that's probably the next in line for one of the largest things you should ask your property management company, is what kind of online portal communication system do they have? Do they contact you on a regular basis? Do they give you weekly statistic reports with your lease to tell you how many clicks, impressions, showings, and emails and clicks? Those are all, again, good questions to ask your management company to make sure they're going to be proactive, finding responsible tenants, and making sure your leasing experience is a successful one. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate it.